Welcome to the golden age of English poetry, a time when words danced, rhymes sang, and Shakespeare ruled the stage. Today, we dive into the enchanting world of poetry in the age of Shakespeare. So grab a cup of tea, and let's journey back to the 16th century. The Elizabethan era, often called the English Renaissance, was a period of flourishing arts and literature. At its heart, poetry that blended deep emotions with striking imagery. It was an age of sonnets, songs, and lyrical beauty. But what made this poetry so unique? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the sonnet. The sonnet was the superstar of Shakespeare's time. Shakespeare didn't invent it, but he perfected it. His sonnets were written in the Shakespearean form, 14 lines of iambic pentameter, ending with a rhyming couplet. Here's a taste. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. His sonnets explored love, beauty, time, and even mortality, universal themes that still resonate today. But poetry wasn't just confined to the page, it was sung. Lyrical poetry of the era often took the form of songs. These were not just entertainment, they were a way to express deep emotions and tell stories. Take Thomas Campion, for example, who composed both the lyrics and the music for his works. His poems like When Thou Must Home to Shades of Underground intertwined melody with poetic finesse. Nature was another central theme. Elizabethan poets loved using imagery of flowers, seasons, and the countryside. It wasn't just for beauty, nature was symbolic. Spring, for instance, often represented youth and love, while winter stood for death and endings. And let's not forget pastoral poetry. Writers like Christopher Marlowe romanticized the simplicity of rural life. One of the most famous examples is Marlowe's The Passionate Shepherd to His Love. Imagine listening to lines like these by a fireside. Come live with me and be my love, and we will all the pleasures prove. It's no wonder people swooned. Of course, poetry also lived in the theater. Shakespeare's plays were bursting with poetic brilliance. From Macbeth's haunting soliloquies to Romeo and Juliet's love-struck exchanges, these weren't just lines. They were poetic masterpieces in action. So what defines poetry in the age of Shakespeare? Form and structure, mastery of sonnets, blank verse, and lyrical stanzas. Themes, love, nature, human flaws, and the passage of time. Imagery and symbolism, vivid, emotional, and timeless. Musicality, poems that could be sung, recited, or performed. But why does it matter today? The poetry of Shakespeare's age wasn't just entertainment, it was a reflection of human experience. These works remind us that even centuries later, the beauty of words can capture our emotions, tell our stories, and connect us. Thank you for joining us on this poetic journey through the age of Shakespeare. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more dives into English literature. And tell us in the comments, which poem or poet from this era speaks to you the most. See you next time on Simply Literature.